Say what needs to be said. Well, we say what needs to be said so you can say what needs to be said. Welcome to Say What Needs to Be Said. I'm your host, Asante, Mr. Pick Six Samuel. We're in the building, baby, tonight. Late night vibes, baby. Colorado Buffaloes, man. Congratulations to the Colorado Buffaloes. They went out there and handled their business. They did their thing. They did their 1-2 step. How y'all feeling, man? Are we in there tonight? Facebook too, baby. Going live everywhere tonight, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Checking in, checking in. Make sure everything's set up over here. Yeah, we good. We live. Hope so. Yeah, but how about those Colorado Buffaloes, man? Checking in, checking in. Coach Prime. You know, I didn't want to go live after the North Dakota State game because I thought that wasn't a game worthy of speaking or giving Colorado too much credit about. So I stayed away from that game, like I told y'all before in the past, man. But this game is a little bit more worthy, but it's not the typical game that we want to see Colorado Buffaloes win. We all rooting for Coach Prime and the boys over there. You know what I mean? But this was a solid game right here, and especially after what they went through last week, man. Last week was crazy, getting whooped up on by Nebraska, especially after last year when, you know, things went a totally different way. But yeah, man, that's the way to bounce back. Football and life, you have adversity, and what do you do when adversity hits? That determines you, your team, your family, whoever you leading, and whatever you're leading. You know what I mean? That means a lot, man. But the showdown in the Rocky Mountains, man, and who is the best in the state? Who is the best in the state? Colorado Buffaloes or Colorado State? You know what I mean? And like I said, Colorado went out there and did what they needed to do. They beat a less talent caliber team. You know what I mean? Very significantly. That's the whole point. You need to beat this team very convincingly. And they did that, you know, quite well tonight, mainly in the second half, not so much in the first half. The first half was very disappointing because, like I said, this Colorado State team is not on the same caliber as them boys, Travis Hunter, Shedeur Stevens, Shiloh Sanders, Horn, so on and so forth, man. The receiver caliber, those boys are fast, athletic, they could fly. Travis Hunter and so on and so forth. But you know, it was quite pleasant to see the offense make some adjustments and try to first establish the run and be more effective in the run game, because we all know you need to run the ball to be effective in the pros and college, period. You know, without a run game, there's not too much you can do. You can have a flashy team with a bunch of guys running around and catching a lot of passes, but when it's time to make the plays to win the game, short yardage situations or just situational football, you have to be able to run the ball effectively to be a good team. And that's what Colorado Buffalo is lacking. And we all see it as clear. And the one thing I'm hating to see, I hate to see that. I was wishing, I'm old school. You know, I see that this new shotgun, right? Everybody want to line up in the shotgun, this new phase that's going on in football, period. From little league, high school, college to the NFL, everybody want to line up in the shotgun. I mean, I'm doing drills with some kids and things like that. They don't even know how to drop back correctly, and they're getting the ball from under the center. That's how much they're doing shotgun these days. You know what I mean? And I'm old school. I want to see Colorado Buffaloes go up, line up in the I formation, or the quarterback under the center, Shiloh Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, sorry about that, and have a fullback and a tailback and run the ball. Run it left, run it right, run some misdirection, some pull plays, and then open up the pass. But I want to see football get back to how it originated, not this new thing, because everybody wants to be the flashy team and pass the ball left and right. And that's not how you win. That's not how you win these days. You know what I mean? And I know we see Patrick Mahomes, and he is the top of the top. So you want to compare anything to Patrick Mahomes, you better be a damn hell of a quarterback, like, you know, top damn number one quarterback. You know what I mean? So that's my thing for Colorado, right? And I don't really see how the shotgun is more effective than being under the center. You know, just my opinion, you know, personally. It does so many things for the defense. It gives you, it makes us recognize so many things. Now the defensive line can just get off and tag off and be explosive as they want, and they don't have nothing to restrain them because they don't think run, they think pass. But like I said, the receiving core. Let's talk about the receiving core, and we're gonna get into some Travis Hunter, man. This is a quick recap. We're gonna get into this Buffalo. Like they did their thing, and I'm hoping they can build off this and keep growing because I don't want to just sit up here and I know Coach Prime, he boast and brag, but I don't want to be bashing on them all the time. I want to talk good sometimes. You know what I mean? But the receiving core, you know what I mean? They have a lot of speed and talent, and that's something they can build off of. You know what I mean? Melrose in the building, bang bang, what's happening? You feel me? So yeah, like number 10, you got LeJounte Webster, right? The guy was doing pretty good. Now he's really quick and savvy. I like his style, his game. He looks like one of those quick, fast twitch muscle athletes that's not don't has that downfield speed, but he's very quick and has the fast twitch muscle. And then you got Jimmy Horn Jr., man. He's very elite, very fast and speedy. We've seen him on the kickoff returns in the past. He throw the ball deep to him. They have yet to feed him the ball the way he needs to be fed the ball. Then you got the transfer Will Shepherd from FAU. A guy went over 1,000 yards last year. He's elite. Then obviously we got Travis Hunter. So man, if Shedeur can get enough time, or Coach Prime can build this team up correctly, run the ball properly, man, you might see a game where those guys, all of them might have close to 100 yards in one game. You know, 800 yards. Travis Hunter, 80 yards for Horn, 70, 80. You know what I mean? So that's how explosive and good that wide receiver core is, you know, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But yeah, they look really good. And I really wish we can see that come to fruition where the freaking Colorado Buffaloes had a great offensive line and Shedeur had enough time to show us how good this offense really could be. And shout out to Michael Welch too. The freshman coming in. They made some adjustments. That's good for the coaching. Coaching showing that they can make the adjustments and not scared to pull players and move things around and put the players that's going to be effective in the game. And Michael Welch came in and he, even though the holes was gaping, the holes was pretty good, pretty big. Credit to the offensive line. But again, this is Colorado State. This is not Nebraska. This is not Baylor. This is not UCF. This is not all the top schools in the Big 12. You understand? So that's when it's going to become more prevalent and relevant, not against Colorado State. But a win is a win. It's hard to win games, period, whether it's high school, college, so on and so forth. But Travis Hunter, man. Travis Hunter, let me tell you, Travis Hunter, he is on his way to win a Heisman Trophy, especially if Colorado could somehow, some way reach a bowl game. That would definitely stamp him winning that Heisman Trophy. I don't know what else you need to do to be the top candidate of the Heisman Trophy, but he is damn sure putting on a clinic, and he's exciting to watch. There's a lot of people. We used to call it selling tickets back in the days. My coaches always tell me I thought I was the shit walking around. Asante, boy, you ain't sold one ticket yet. I'm looking around like, what the hell is he talking about? You ain't sold one ticket. Ain't nobody coming out here to see you play. That's what he meant. But Travis Hunter, man, he's selling tons of tickets. A lot of people are tuning in to watch him and watch how electrifying that young man is, man. 13 catches plus an interception. Man, I know that hasn't been done before. I don't think it has been done. Charles Woodson was the closest to it. You know, I think he had like 6-7 catches in one game and maybe an interception. But this is the new Charles Woodson, Travis Hunter, man. And he is doing a damn good job of it. And the great thing about it is Travis Hunter is a good kid. You understand? He deserves his blessings. You know, as you say, he doesn't like to go out. He doesn't hang out. He just loves football. He studies. He studies nothing but football. Plays the video game and spend time with his family. That may be a reason too why he's able to be so effective, going both ways so many games. When you preserving your body like that, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. What's happening, Mark Moore? What it do? Johnny Smith, we in the building. Yeah, let them know we on the show. Hey, baby, say what needs to be said. We turning up. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. I had to learn all the technical details and all. I was just hopping on here just trying to talk my shit, but I know you gotta do shit the right way, man. So I had to learn a little ins and outs, man, and get this thing done right. So now we can take it more serious and be more effective. So we back popping, man. So I'm gonna be on. We're gonna talk about Sunday night, Sunday games, and things like that. But Travis Hunter, man, yeah, he is gonna be. That was a great game, and he's going to win that Heisman Trophy. They don't have a choice. But there's one downfall to being so good. You know what I mean? And this is a good problem to have, right? This is a good problem to have. It's like having two starting quarterbacks, but you don't want to make a decision. Or, you got blackjack and he has blackjack. The dealer has blackjack, and you don't know whether you say, give me even money or take a chance and go for the double. Travis Hunter is possibly the best wide receiver, and he is the best corner. Yeah, I don't think there is a challenge to debate if he's the best corner. Athletically, skills, technique, and so on and so forth. Ball skills is killing pretty much everybody. He has tremendous ball skills. But when you're the best at two positions, this has never been seen before. This is unprecedented, right? You're the best at two positions. Now, teams, scouts may be a little confused, right? Where do we draft him and where do we put him on our team? Because the offensive coordinator might want him at receiver, defensive coordinator want him at cornerback. He can't do what he's doing right now in the NFL. We know that. But at the end of the day, man, I think receivers are meant to be big and fast. You understand what I'm saying? So he has all the ability to do offense and defense, but the size is what affects me for him, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So that is leaning me to make him be a cornerback. Cornerback is definitely a position that any athlete can learn and continue to grow and get better and better at, because no one mastered it. No one, you got the people, cornerbacks that established much production, plenty of interceptions and stuff like that. But there is no right specific way that people can say they teach it, like they teach receivers or they teach defensive ends and things like that. So he looks enticing to a lot of teams to come and be a cornerback, and that's definitely going to end up being his position. At receiver, you have to depend on so many things, and it's definitely a position that has a high rate of being injured. And him with the skinny legs and the low and the smaller lower body areas and stuff like that, I don't want to see him taking too many hits. You know what I mean? That really can affect you. And I don't want to see him taking too many hits. Even in college, it's hard to see him play all these plays going both ways and still being effective. But hey, man, salute to the young man. He is doing his thing, man. But Charles Woodson, man, he was the only one that played both ways, and he ultimately ended up playing cornerback. And that's what I think, they have no choice with Travis Hunter. Now, with Coach Prime, let me give Coach Prime his credit. You know what I mean? I'm going to be hard on it, and I'm going to give his credit when it's time and when it's due. Y'all know what I mean? We got a lot over here to say what needs to be said. But you know what I mean? I know Coach Prime is going to be doing this thing and talking this shit after this win. But towards the end of the game, y'all talk to me. Y'all let me know in the chat. Why the freak is what was Coach Prime doing towards the end of the game? Throwing bombs and going for it on fourth down. What is this all about? Is this a personal vendetta between him and the head coach for Colorado State? Because that makes no sense. You're really jeopardizing your team, your son, the most talented players on the team. You got them all in the game, and you're going for it, and you're up 28-9 or some sort like that. And he has the starters out there. Shadour's out there throwing bombs to Travis Hunter. What, he want both of them to win the Heisman Trophy? He want to solidify the Heisman for his son? Or is it a personal vendetta? Because that makes no sense. That could have ended so tragic and terrible that had us on here having me have no choice but to say negative things about him. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna stay away from that, and I'm gonna shout out to Coach Prime for getting this victory, because it takes a lot after getting whooped up like they did last week against Nebraska. You know what I mean? And yeah, we know Coach Prime gonna be popping this shit. They're gonna be popping this shit after this game because they got their win, and he can do that. When you win, you can do what you want, and a win is a win. Don't get it twisted. The win is a win. But listen, man, this Colorado State team does not match up at all athletically with the Colorado Buffaloes. So this game should have never been this close from the beginning. And I was totally disappointed in the first half. I'm like, what the freak is going on? Run the ball. Michael Welch gashes for 20 yards, 2 pass plays right after that. Like, what are we doing? When you have these teams that don't have the same talent, you are supposed to physically be able to mano-a-mano win everywhere. So that means give the ball to the back, let everybody push everything forward, and just take the lead. And then you could just throw a bomb. It's easy. I don't know why they're making it so difficult, man. But yeah, at the end of the day, Colorado State can't match up with them overall, from the speed to the goddamn athleticism and everything else. But yeah, so that was pretty much the offense. And the defense, I don't know what Coach Prime is looking at. Maybe he's seeing thing in a bigger vision or a bigger light that I can't see. And I'm Mr. Pick Six, so I see it all. But he continues to act like this defense is playing really good ball. They're not playing really good ball. They're not. They might be playing okay. And this is Colorado State. You shouldn't be telling your defense they're playing really good ball. Yeah, you need to motivate them and pick them up and tell them things. Then, positive reinforcement and stuff like that. But they're not playing good ball. They're playing ball, not good ball. You understand? We got Warren Sapp over there, all these big names and stuff like that. They need to be playing elite ball, especially against Colorado State. And you look at him right after that game, during the halftime, he is proud of his defense. No. Colorado State should not be gashing the ball against a top-tier Division I program like Coach Prime is so-called trying to build. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it for the defense. And they're building, they're doing the thing. I saw some positive things, but we got to see next week. Y'all let me know who they got in the chat next week. Is it Baylor or UCF? Is it UCF or Baylor? Y'all let me know in the chat, man. Yeah, man, it don't make no sense. But yeah, man, and like I say, the first half. So we got the Colorado State. They beat themselves. A lot of unfortunate penalties and quarterback fumbles in the red zone. If they don't have all those, just don't even count the penalties. If they don't have those quarterback fumbles in the red zone, this is a total different game. And then penalties, 19 total penalties everywhere. That is a sign of no discipline and not the correct coaching. You understand what I'm saying? So penalties leads to coaching, and that's what's happening. A lot of penalties, a lot of undiscipline is going on, and just something you got to build off of and correct your mistakes. So shout out to Colorado, man. They got Baylor next. They need to take care of Baylor. That's another team. Baylor, they got a few athletes. They're not too strong at the quarterback position. They need to take care of Baylor. I'm rooting for Colorado, but it's going to come to a time. It's going to come a time where they can't stand up to all the big name teams in the Big 12. You understand? It's going to be a time where it's going to be hard. Like tonight, the score doesn't tell the whole story, but we're going to take it. It's a win. It's a win. You understand? So Coach Prime, I was trying to wait for him to do his press conference. I know he's popping his shit, and I got to hear Coach Prime pop his shit. You know what I mean? And hear what he wants saying. Let me check and see if I can find the press conference real quick. You know what I mean? I can't find nothing, but can't find too much. But yeah, man, I want to see Coach Prime pop his shit, and we're gonna see what he has to say. But we're gonna see that next. And yeah, man, that was pretty impressive. And like I say, the most impressive thing about it all was the adversity from last week, when you're feeling like you're nothing. You're feeling like we can't coach right. The players can't execute plays right. Nothing goes right. The trainers doesn't do their job right. That is very hard to deal with for 5, 6, 7 straight days, and there's nothing you can do because it's the last game you played. So you got to wait for the next game to go out there and prove everybody you are who you said you were in the beginning of the year. And you know, they keeping hope alive. That's what it's all about. Life is about hope, baby, and that's what the Colorado Buffaloes doing right now, keeping hope alive. So they still have a chance. And next week they're gonna see what they need to do. But did y'all see Lil Wayne, man? Lil Wayne, man, let me tell you, man, Lil Wayne responded to the controversy going on about him performing at the god doggone Super Bowl. And let me tell you, hey, if you born in the 90s and 80s, you got to be a Lil Wayne fan and the Hot Boys and stuff like that. But let me tell you, man, my boy, he sounded extremely astounded and mentally confused because he's not performing in his hometown. Let's check it out and hear my guy speak right here. Check Lil Wayne out.
That spot, and that stage, and that platform in my city.
Let me rewind this for y'all.
That hurt.
There's a learning lesson from this. Now listen up.
You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. And for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that, but I thought that was nothing, I thought that was nothing better than that spot and that stage and that platform in my city.
Nothing better.
And,
you're
so
right, Super Bowl.
It hurt a whole lot. But y'all are fucking amazing. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like shit, you guys reminded me that I ain't shit without y'all. And that's an amazing reality.
That man hurt, man. That man hurt by that, man.
Like I said,
he really hurt.
It broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together. But my God, have you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, my homies on sports television, everybody representing.
Dang, my dog hurt, man. God dang.
I feel like I let all of y'all down by not getting that opportunity. But I'm working on me, and I'm working. So, thank you.
Man, did y'all hear the sorrow in my boy Lil Wayne's voice? Man, that was, we can't fit in his shoes and understand the feeling that he feels. But I only can imagine, you feel like you're the greatest ever in the rap game, and the Super Bowl is in your hometown, the biggest stage ever. And I just want to be able to say, I performed at a Super Bowl and I don't get selected. Dang, yeah. But listen, there's a lesson about this, right? And Lil Wayne said something very, very, something very touching, something that resonated very well with me. And the lesson from that is always be prepared for a letdown. That's some strong, deep shit. You understand what I'm saying? Always be prepared for a letdown. And that way, no one can let you down in life. No one or nothing can let you down, because lives have so many ups and downs. Blessings come and go, and unfortunate situations happen. And how do you handle and deal with that? Don't be unprepared to get let down. and I mean, and you think about the Super Bowl, man, Lil Wayne, New Orleans, period, but could have had the Super Bowl so lit by the performance, man. You could have had the Birdman crew, Cash Money out there, Master P. You got the Hot Boys, Mystical. Who else out there, man? Yeah, you know, this could have been crazy. But do y'all think Jay-Z? Do y'all think Jay-Z in the NFL or the NFL? Do you think it was Jay-Z or the NFL wouldn't let Lil Wayne perform? Because if y'all don't remember now, I don't know what 20 years ago when Lil Wayne was going at it with Birdman and Cash Money and all those things, and back in the days, and it was money issues going on. Jay-Z came out and paid the tax bill for Lil Wayne and cleared that right up. Everybody was expecting Lil Wayne to sign with Jay-Z, and he was trying to sign with Jay-Z, but Birdman acted like he would crash out by his son. And now Jay-Z is clearly a person in position to be able to say, bring all these acts on whoever he wants to bring in at the Super Bowl, and Lil Wayne is not one of them. It's, hey man, it's a funny game. Let me tell you one thing about people. People may show you a fake of themselves in person, right? In the limelight. They will show you who they really aren't. But who they really are, deep down inside, you find out, man. And man, you find out people be so creep in life, man. They will stab you in your back, smile in your face. And one situation that I have to bring up, and it's not even my business, but you know the Diddy situation. You got all this craziness going on, right? But you hear him promote love, Diddy love, and all those things that's been going on. He changing his name, and he tries to act so positive in the public's eye, in the public's view. But you know good and goddamn well behind closed doors, you was a monster, you was a demon. That's why I don't fall for none of these tricks and believe none of these people. I gotta live in my own lane. I gotta ride my own way because I can't get caught up in y'all foolishness. You understand what I'm saying? So I think this is a travesty for this Lil Wayne situation. And I hope they figure this out, man, and get Lil Wayne, at least Lil Wayne, to perform in New Orleans. You know what I mean? But salute to the Colorado Buffs, man. Yeah, let me see what's going on in the chat, man. Bears. Hey, shout out to the Bears. What is Jalen Johnson? Jalen Johnson is really, I had him in my top 5. So, hey, man, he's doing really good, man. Not Miska. Yeah, man, that would be wild. Hey, Miska got a lot of hits. He got a terrible background, but he got some hits, baby. Back in the 90s, don't get it twisted, Miska. Hey, I used to go by, you could have a No Limit CD, and it was Masterpiece CD. It could be Fiend, it could be anyone. And I'm looking, I go right to the back and titles and stuff and the names, and look for the features. And anything that had Miska on it, I'm buying it just because it had Miska on it. True story, baby. Back in high school. Rick the Vegan Barber, let him know, baby, how we used to rock with Miska, man, back in the day. But y'all let them know, man, the greatest show on earth is coming, and we're going to be tuning in, man. I'm going to pop up every night, much as I can, goddammit. Y'all fuck with me, and I fuck with y'all, man. So salute to the chat, man. Y'all were lit tonight. I'm going to see y'all next time, man. Coach Prime, man. Get it together over there. So say what needs to be said. We out, baby.